Good evening. The word of the day is venue. Now, sometimes I tell a funny story. Sometimes I tell a story that has a little meaning to it. But today I'm just going to tell you what I did. Because I had never been to a venue before. I'd heard about folks going to venues and doing this and doing that. But I went to a venue today. I'm on the board of directors for our local farm bureau. And normally at this time of year, we have a state meeting where we all go down to the big city and stay in the big hotel and meet together and have our state meeting to set the policy for Farm Bureau for the future year and elect new officers and everything. But because of this pandemic, we couldn't do that. They had to try to figure out some other way to do this. So they decided to let all of the 8 districts find a place where their voting delegates could come together. But we followed the rules. We went in this big, huge building, and they had all the chairs 6 feet apart any way you went. There was a chair here. You go that way 6 feet, there was a chair. You go forward 6 feet, there was a chair. You go back. They had measured it all out and set these chairs up so that everybody was social distancing. And we also wore masks. They even gave us a Farm Bureau mask while we was there. So we was following the rules. We met and we were Zooming. They had a big screen up there where we could see the president of North Carolina Farm Bureau down in Greensboro, North Carolina, with the region that was meeting right there where they had spread everybody out like that too. They showed us pictures of people sitting at different tables scattered out, and we seen people from all over the state of North Carolina. But they were mostly meeting like they met at the big motel in Greensboro. And down on the coast, they met at a big agricultural center that had a big room. But I don't guess we could find us a room, so we had to go out and find us a venue. We went out to this farm, and the man told us, he said, the reason we got this, said back in 2012, said my daughter decided to get married in our big shop building. So we cleaned it up and decorated it and had a wedding there. And said the pictures went out on Facebook and people got to calling us saying, that was beautiful. Can we come there and get married too? And he said it got to where they took our building away from us and they was having weddings and events and all kinds of things every weekend in that building. He said we did so good and we were doing so good that said I talked to my family and said, do you think if we had another building, we could book both of them every weekend? And they said, Daddy, we can do it. And so we built this venue right here. Now, it's supposed to look like a barn, and it does. But inside, it don't look like no barn I'd ever been in. They had lights decorated up on beams and big decorations hanging up everywhere, and they spread us out in social distances. Had a big kitchen over in one corner, nice restrooms and everything. I thought I had been to a fancy barn. But today, I got to go to a venue. Folks, if you ain't never been to a venue, you ought to go check them out. I don't know if I'll ever go back, and I'm done married, so I won't never get married in one no more. But you ought to go see a venue. It just might make for you to have a great day.